Hello. So, I'm in the library right now. It's the last day of school. Pretty empty right now. So, yeah. Really enjoyed coming to this library to read books. They have a bunch of the Wings of Fire series. I read all of them for this whole school year. It's really cool. I love Wings of Fire. It's awesome. And, yeah. Honestly, I didn't think I would miss this school, but I think I'm already starting to. I'm sad. Okay, so this is my final lunch period. I'm probably going to use this time to interview my friends and teachers and stuff. And yeah. Alright, here's the first person I'm interviewing. This is Sally. Hey. She was actually the dungeon master for the Hallmark Parlor. Very cool. So, what was your favorite memory for the past 4 years of high school?
Well, I mean, for me, it was definitely sophomore year. It was when I first got introduced to D&D, and I would say it was also when I started theater as well. It's when I really started to open up as a person and kind of like became who I am today.
Alright, so what are your plans after graduating?
For me, well, in the summer, so like 2 weeks after graduation, I'm going off to do summer classes and fall classes as well. I want to become a teacher, an educator, mostly high school, maybe middle school, kind of become the Harrison 2.0.
Yeah, you would be a good teacher.
Thanks.
So, is there anything else you would like to say, like some advice maybe you want to give?
Well, who is this video going out to? Keep your peace. Make sure you don't bury yourself in drama. Take care of your mental health. Just keep going.
Alright, thank you, Charlie.
Yeah, no problem.
This is the second person I'm interviewing. This is my friend Emily. Hi! Okay, so first question. What was your favorite memory from high school?
My favorite memory from high school would probably be hanging out with all the girls.
That's nice. Alright, so next question. What are your plans after?
Where's your brother?
I plan on trying to get into a good college and help support my family.
Okay. Anything else you'd like to say? Like maybe some advice?
Let's see. If your life feels like you're at an end, don't try to end it because you'll just be making a mistake. If it wasn't for all these people, especially him right here, I would probably be very desperate for something. But don't.
Thanks. Alright, here's my new person. I have known her since 6th grade, which is fucking insane. 6th grade. Alright, what was your favorite memory from high school? Let's see. Plans after graduation?
With my mom or go with my dad.
And any words of advice?
Do not call anyone name and other name because they really hurt other people.
That's very true. Thank you, Violet. My boy Jeff Skellington right there. What's up, man? Oh shit. Currently going down to the main hallway to pass the torch. Yeah, it's insane. I can't believe I'm actually doing this. Like this quick. Time went by really fucking fast. Alright, so I got my torch, and I guess I'm gonna pass it over. I don't know how this works. There you go. And I gave the torch to my bestie, Kayla. Yeah! Yeah! So this is my teacher, Miss Mac. She is one of the major reasons why I'm writing now and why I'm going to college for creative literature.
That's awesome.
Yeah. What is your favorite memory of teaching here?
Oh, wow. My favorite memory. That's hard because I've been teaching for a long time, so to pick like one favorite memory is pretty difficult because every class of kids is going to be different. But I think when you can impact someone, like you didn't know that you wanted to go into this whatsoever, so that's really cool that when I know for sure that that is something that I have helped create, that's a really good memory, I would say.
How long have you been here?
So I have been teaching since 2008, but I taught 7 years before that. So I started teaching way back in 2001, so a while before you were born. Yeah, my first hour classes just reminded me how old I was last hour.
Yeah, that's a really
It's a long time. So when you ask for like favorite memory, that's why, because there's a lot. But yes, there's certain kids who stand out for sure. A lot can kind of blur together, which sounds bad to say, but when you've been teaching for as long as I have, like sometimes you'll see someone and they know you and you're like, what's your name? I don't remember. But there's definitely people who make an impression and I'll always remember, and you are definitely one of the ones that I'd recognize you anywhere. Yeah, for sure. You're welcome.
So, what is your favorite book?
Oh my goodness, to pick an absolute favorite book, it's pretty hard. I love Jane Austen, so I'd probably say Pride and Prejudice. If I go back to childhood, I would say A Wrinkle in Time by Madeline L'Engle.
Oh yeah, that was a really good book.
Yeah, it's a really good book. And it's all about love, like conquering hate and everything.
Yeah.
I love mysteries, so I've read pretty much every Agatha Christie that there is. I read a bunch of different stuff, so to pick just one is kind of a hard thing to do.
So, is there any words of advice you'd like to give me or anyone watching?
I would say to keep trying no matter what, especially when it comes to writing. I think it just comes down to doing it constantly. And don't be afraid of writing and it being absolute crap, like you don't like it, because you're not going to get to something good until you go through that. Like writing is a process, and it's about the process. No one sits down and writes something amazing right away. It's going to take some time. So I think just keep trying, keep doing it. Carry like a notebook. I mean, everyone has phones nowadays, right? Where you can jot notes, but something where when you get inspired by something, you can write it down. Because I find a lot of times I'll get inspired at night and I'll be like, oh, I'll remember this when I wake up, and then I never remember it. So have somewhere where you can jot down ideas, probably all in one place. That's why I suggest like a notebook, because then you can just open it and see, what was I thinking about that? But I think it's just to keep trying, to not give up.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
So over here I have Mr. Weitzel. He is actually retiring this year.
Last day.
Yeah, he's old.
I am. That's why I get to go home.
Alright, so first question. What was your favorite memory teaching you?
It's hard to say because teaching the different subjects I've done and the different grade levels, it kind of changes. But typically it honestly is graduation, when I get to see these kids finally get the accomplishment, and complete it, where sometimes you wonder if they're going to make it.
So, any advice you'd like to give?
I'd say the biggest advice I usually give is about when someone says, oh, why do you worry about these stupid little things? If it's a little thing and it's someone you care about, just do the little things, and then don't let it become a big thing. That's what
That's cool. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I just finished my last final. I'm still taking a test, so I have to be quiet. It's really awkward. But yeah, I probably graduated, so that's awesome. Yay!
I didn't even know about this. I didn't know about it either. I wish I could have been part of it. That's actually crazy. There's so much.
Don't fall.
I won't. Alright, here's the final person I'm interviewing. This is Mr. Somerville.
Hello.
Yes, he's
Tall black guy.
yeah, he's taller than me.
Yeah.
What was your favorite?
I'm not the father. Okay, so what?
Okay. What was your favorite memory teaching here?
What's my favorite memory teaching here? Honestly, two memories come up when I think favorite memory. One actually starts off pretty bad and then goes into something good and stuff. There was my first year teaching here, like most first year teachers. Hey, everybody, why don't you stand up and introduce yourself? Tell me something interesting about yourself. And this one kid, he stood up and it's like, my name is, whatever his name is. And what's interesting about me is I hate, and he used the F word.
Oh, like the slur?
Yeah. Slur.
Oh.
And there just happened to be a gay kid right next to him while he said that.
Hey,
and,
I'm a gay kid right here.
oh my God, you're a gay kid right next to me. Oh my God.
Yeah.
And I said to him, shut the hell up and sit down. I hate black people. You don't see me talking about that. And he just looked at me like, what? Wait, huh? But the thing is that if you notice in my class, I always talk about giving people respect and trying to treat them how I want to be treated. And I could have seen how this kid said those things on the day one and then treated him like crap. And the only thing that would have did was reinforce all the bigoted, racist, homophobic, all the isms, things that he thinks about everybody. But what I did instead was I treated him with the same respect that I gave everybody else. Because like I said, I want to treat everybody equally. And by the end of the year, he was a senior, by the end of the year, he actually said to me, I don't think everything that my dad says about people is true. But the thing is that kids learn from, if not from the teachers, not from the parents, they learn from whatever is out there. And if you can provide an alternative to some of the bad stuff that's being taught to them, maybe it'll stick. And it looked like it was starting to stick with him, and that's something that I always thought was a good thing. It made me happy to see that happen. The other thing that I was going to say is that I have taught here for a lot of years, and I saw a lot of kids. I want to talk about the anime club. I've seen a lot of kids who told me that before the anime club, they felt that they were alone, that there was no one like them, and that be it if you're talking about the freaks and the geeks of all types of flavor and colors, and even though only thing we were doing was just watching stupid anime and just playing games and just blowing off steam, just knowing that you just had a tribe of people that let you be you and didn't do much judging. I'm not saying they didn't do a lot of judging, but they didn't do much judging, and you could say who you are, what your name is, and what your pronouns, and who you like and who you love, and just be stupid and play games and not worry about other people being crappy with you about it was a peace in the storm that a lot of kids were really happy that they had. So that was something that I was pretty happy about.
Yeah, I was one of those students. So
Freaks or geeks, one of those students. Yeah.
I'd really like to. I thank you for that.
I'm the king of the misfit toys. There you go.
Yeah, honestly, joining that club made me a lot happier.
I appreciate that. Again, is someone see me again, big tall black guy, people automatically look at me and they think, oh, you're gonna be a football or a basketball coach or something like that, and then
you're just the exact opposite.
Yeah, and I'm I pay no attention to sports really, and other than Blue Lock, anime or Quidditch from Harry Potter or something like that, and so it's track, but just being able to give people that platform was actually something that was pretty cool.
Any advice you'd like to give whoever's watching?
Okay. Anytime that someone graduating and asks me advice, primarily give them two pieces of advice. One is from me being all the business, finance, and all that kind of stuff. Don't chase the bag. Don't chase the money. When you're chasing a paycheck, you're always going to be running. You're always going to be struggling. That's the way it is. What you should be doing is you need to figure out what makes you happy, what you're passionate in, and then try your best to find that. And then once you find what makes you happy, what makes you content, what's your passion, the next step is find someone willing to pay you to do it. If you find someone willing to pay you to do it, or you no longer have a job, you have a career. You have a career that you're loving what you're doing, you're getting paid to do this, and you don't ever feel like retiring, because why are you going to retire from the thing that you love? You're always going to do this, and you're going to get paid for it. And then what happens is that if you, whatever the pay should, as you progress in what you're passionate in and become stronger at it, will grow, and as long as you do your proper financing, you'll be okay, and you'll be happy. So that's always a good thing. The second thing is just from experience. I have figured out what the true secret, the meaning of life is. The true secret to the meaning of life is that life is just choices and consequences. If you want to talk about karma, if you want to talk about the big guy in the sky or the weird guy below or whatever you want to do, really when it comes down to it, it is choices and consequences. You make a choice, and from that choice, a consequence is going to happen. It could be a positive or negative, doesn't matter. But whatever that consequence is, you accept it. You accept it that this is because of the choice I made, this is what happened. And then afterwards, you make another choice. It's just a chain reaction between choice, consequence, another choice. And when you look back at your life, if you look back at your life and you can see that you have made a lot of good choices, then you are a good person and you had a good life. If you look back at your life and you see that you made a bunch of bad choices, then the neat thing is you're still breathing, you're still alive, you can still make a new choice and you can better yourself. And that's what it is. Now, like, you don't stop with who you are now, because the only people that stop now are those who are dead. What you're doing now is you're constantly evolving, you're constantly becoming the better version of yourself. So, choice, consequence, and then afterwards make another choice.
Damn, do you write? Do you write? Because that was like really poetic.
Yeah, I write short stories. I write short stories. I write poetry. I've been published a few times. Right now, if I can get an artist, I'm actually working on a small graphic novel about coming out.
I might help with that. If I can.
That's cool. No, but like, if that's something that interests you, I'm looking for an artist. I'm, at the very least right now, I'm trying to figure out how to make a storyboard or, for it and then going from there. I don't really want to use AI.
Yeah, AI fucking sucks.
Yeah, but like, I've been trying to find like a decent artist for like the past couple of years, but it's like, AI always seems like Pixar. And I'd rather try to have something a little bit more authentic. I might use like the AI to like at least give like a general idea of what the character should look like, but I don't know if I want to do that. But there you go. That's the stuff I'm doing. You've been asking me questions. Let me ask you a question. Yeah, seeing that you called me and I was gonna go use the bathroom and then you stopped me. My question for you is, are you happy?
I mean, I'm getting there.
That's a great answer. Because the thing is that like, am I happy? Sometimes I'm a little bit depressed. And there's a lot of times I'm just trying to deal with how the world seems to be just constantly hitting me from all directions. But the thing is that I know that if I keep moving forward, I will find my happiness. And even if that happiness doesn't last for long, that doesn't mean that I can't find another or find happiness in something else some other time. My wife makes me happy, but sometimes she's a pain in the ass. But and just like I'm a pain in her ass sometimes. But the thing is that what I'm looking forward to is just sitting on my porch on a cloudy day with my wife next to me, and us either drinking coffee or juice and just talking about how neither of us have to deal with anything right now. And for those moments right there, I'm going to be at peace and I'm going to be content. And the only thing I just want to know is, if you're happy, that's great. And if you're not happy, that's okay. You'll find something eventually. And that something does not mean having to find someone. Because before you try to fill whatever holes inside of you with somebody else, you need to actually find out what it is about me that I need to take care of. And once you figure that out, then you can be happy. And if someone comes along and joins you in that happiness, that's even better. But it's always about what makes you happy. Okay?
Thank you.
You're welcome. There you go. You're a goofball.
Alright, so I just left school for probably the last time in my whole life, unless I decide to visit. Yeah, man. You don't really think about how much you miss these kind of things until you're about to leave. Oh, fuck. Dude, I'm an adult now. I'm old. Ugh. What the fuck, man? Life went by way too quickly. But, yeah, I guess I'll see you guys at the graduation ceremony. Hello, it is graduation day. We just got out of practice, and this is my cap and gown. So, I think we're about to get our diplomas soon, so that's kind of exciting. Really excited about that, and yeah, I don't really know what else to say. Yeah, I'm really surprised that it's already graduation day. It's crazy. It's even crazier to know that I'm 18 now, and pretty soon I have all these responsibilities that I need to handle and stuff. And I don't know, it's kind of stressful sometimes, but I feel like I'll be able to handle it. Right now, with help from people and stuff. Yeah, that's basically it. I'll record this quick video before everything else. I'll see you soon.
Aiden.
So it is Thursday, June 12th, 2025. I just woke up an hour ago because the cats kept me up. Didn't get much sleep, but it's alright. I'll push through. So I was originally going to make this video this part of the video a few days ago, but that didn't happen. Yeah, my bad guys, my bad. I kind of forgot. Well, anyways, finally making this part of the video. Honestly, just want to talk about my plans for the future since I graduated. Plans for the future? Well, first off, I'm going to college. Got admitted to the college that I really wanted to go to, which was awesome. And I'm planning on majoring in English writing to further pursue my interest in writing and maybe write a bunch of books. And besides that, I don't really know. Maybe I'll take a few art courses, maybe some filming. I don't know. I guess I'll just see where life takes me. And yeah. Other than that, obviously I want to get my driver's license because not having a driver's license is really proving to be a problem right now in my household because my grandma, well, my nana, I call her my nana, she is the only one that drives. My mom doesn't drive. I don't drive. My younger brother can't drive, obviously, because he's 7. So yeah, I need a license. My mom should get a license too. We both keep mentioning how we both want to get licenses because, yeah, having only one person being the one that drives us everywhere and works, it's kind of a struggle. And I need to get my money, man. I want to buy more stupid shit because I like trinkets and stuff. It's like tag right here has a bunch. It's mostly just pins. Keychains and stuff. I plan on putting bat wings on at some point. I don't know when or how I'm gonna do that, but I'll figure it out. But yeah, how I feel about graduation, I guess. I'm really fucking scared. Well, I'm also excited as well, but like mostly scared because this is like really new to me and it's a new way in my life. It's like I'm 18 now, so that in itself is huge. This is a bottle that I got from my friend's cat coffees. Little like raspberry. But she never takes my birthday, which I'm still happy about that. I all these like cool stickers and stuff. Yeah, it's like So with streaming, I said in my last stream that I was probably going to stream tomorrow. It's been a whole month since then. I apologize. That's my bad. But yeah, I think now especially I'll probably have more time to stream and I'll probably do something soon. Either playing some Cryptid Crush or playing episode 2 of Walking Dead. I don't know, I haven't decided.